So hi guys, Rahul this side on behalf of Revsportz, alongside me Somnath, and we are now drawing close to the final match week of the Indian Super League. A season truncated format for sure, but full of drama, full of thrilling games, and finally the title race is between Mohun Bagan and East Bengal. Obviously Jamshedpur FC, Mumbai and Punjab are still in the contention for the title, but if you see the two teams who are strongly alive in the race, then obviously it's Mohun Bagan and East Bengal. Of course, we have witnessed breathtaking Kolkata derby between Mohun Bagan and East Bengal, and it ended in a 1-1 draw. So now it all boils down to 21st May when East Bengal will be playing against Interkashi at the Kishore Bharati Kirangan, and just 5 or 6 kilometers away from the Kishore Bharati Kirangan at the VIBK, Mohun Bagan will host Sporting Club Delhi. Both Mohun Bagan and East Bengal will need nothing but a win to stay in the contention, but for Mohun Bagan, not only a win will be enough. If suppose East Bengal also wins against Interkashi, then Mohun Bagan will have to maintain a goal difference of at least 6 goals, because East Bengal is superior in the goal difference. For East Bengal, a win will be enough against Interkashi FC. A lot of things to discuss in this video. When the trophy will be handed to the champion team, whether it will be on 21st May or 22nd, and also several updates. But let's start with East Bengal. Somnath, I mean, are you expecting, how excited are you for 21st May? Because a wait of 22 years. I mean, fans are really excited. Kishore Bharati Kirangan, we know that the capacity is small compared to the VIBK stadium, but what's your expectation from that game?
I mean, if we look at the calculations, then obviously East Bengal are the clear favourites. They need to just win the match against Interkashi. Win by 1 goal margin or 2 goal margin, I think will be enough, because if since the goal difference is in talking, then obviously East Bengal, if they win the match, then Mohun Bagan on the other hand has to win by a margin of +6 or +7. Depends on how many goals East Bengal scores on 21st. Depending on that, Mohun Bagan will have to score 5 or 6 goals more to overtake that goal difference of East Bengal FC. So obviously East Bengal, they are the clear favourites right now. After 12 matches, they are still at the top of the points table. Mohun Bagan are at the second just because of the goal difference, and to be honest, yes, it can be said that this is the most competitive ISL season. If we talk about competitiveness, obviously a truncated season, we haven't expected much from this season. Obviously just two teams, East Bengal and Mohun Bagan, they have only resumed their operations. They continued their operations throughout the season, whereas the other clubs, they obviously struggle financially and if we talk about logistically. But we have thought that both the Kolkata Giants will end up the tournament in a dominating fashion, will end the tournament in a dominating fashion, but we can see their competitiveness. Three teams are now sitting in 20 with 23 points. So obviously East Bengal, they are the clear favourites, but we also have to check on Mohun Bagan, Punjab FC, Mumbai FC, and obviously Jamshedpur FC. Mathematically they are still in the qualification, but yes, we will talk about them later in this video.
Absolutely. I mean, on 21st May, the fans, Mohun Bagan fans will be, at the VIBK stadium. They will keep a close eye on the East Bengal game, in their phones, and East Bengal fans, will do the same thing. They will keep a close eye on the Mohun Bagan game to ensure that who finally clinched the ultimate silverware. But for East Bengal, there's a small update. I mean, Edmund Lalundika, you guys all know that the goal scorer of the Kolkata derby, but he was sent off in the dying minute, following double yellow card. But East Bengal management tried their best to overturn his red card so that they can make Edmund available for the final game, because Edmund is one of the key player of the East Bengal team. But unfortunately, just because East Bengal was a bit late in complaining against the red card, I mean, for a team, they need to appeal within 2 hours of the match. So, but East Bengal, they did day after the match. So that's why as of now, it seems very unlikely that Edmund red card will be overturned against Interkashi. Somnath, how big miss will be Edmund Lalundika? Apart from Edmund, any player East Bengal will miss due to injury concerns or suspension? And also alongside that, Interkashi, who gave a tough fight to Mohun Bagan and stunned everyone. I mean, that was the first meeting between Mohun Bagan and Interkashi in Indian Super League, and they stunned everyone by playing out a hard-fought draw against Mohun Bagan. Yes. So do you see East Bengal also will face similar kind of challenge against Kashi?
I mean, you obviously miss a player who is in form, and especially for Edmund Lalindika, this could have been a dream season for him, scoring in the majestic Kolkata derby. And he has also posted on Instagram that he is living his dream, and he is expecting more such goals for East Bengal. But obviously, he will miss the match against Sinterkashi due to the double yellow red card, and most likely it will not be overturned, and that's a miss. If East Bengal is not getting the availability of a winger in form, then obviously East Bengal needs to check on their bench strength. Obviously there is Bipin Singh, there is PV Vishnu, and then Nanda Kumar Shekhar coming from the bench. He has to play a key role to fulfill it, to fill in Edmund's shoes. But obviously, if you talk about other updates, then obviously Saul Crespo with his muscle injury, he will not be available in the last match, obviously against Sinterkashi. Naorem Singh, he has also a knee injury, and that's why he is also ruled out from the season. And Shobik Chakraborty, he is returning to the East Bengal camp, serving his suspension, 4 yellow card suspension. He will be back in the midfield, so obviously a much needed depth in the midfield position for East Bengal. But whereas another suspension is in East Bengal's favour, then Edmund Lalindika suspension will obviously hurt East Bengal, and most likely Edmund would have loved to play against his ex-club. So obviously, but if you talk about Sinterkashi, the performance they are giving right now, we can say that they are hitting their peak. Drawing against Mohun Bagan was a big result for them. Obviously, like the defending champions were able to score a goal against the Interkashi defense, and that was a huge confidence boost for the players of Interkashi, and especially Abhijit Mondal, their interim head coach as of now, after Antonio Lopez Haba's resignation. And obviously after the Mohun Bagan match, they also drew with Sporting Club Delhi in an away game. So we can see the solid back line of Interkashi, and in the Kishore Bharati Kriyangan, when in the 21st May East Bengal will face them, obviously in the defense line, in a small ground where the pitch is slightly small, a low block or mid block might trouble East Bengal. But obviously if we talk about East Bengal, then they will go full on attack from first minute to ensure their league after 22 years. It will be tough, but hopefully Oscar Buzan and his boys will turn things around.
Correct. I mean, for Interkashi, a lot of things going on off the pitch. I mean, financial challenges. Their players, I mean, they were salary dues for 1 or 2 months, but ultimately now what we are getting to know that everything have been resolved, and the team is very much focused on the East Bengal game. But now coming to another game, that is obviously Mohun Bagan and Sporting Club Delhi. But before that, I would like to share one important update with you guys, that when the ISL trophy will be handed over. I mean, of course, this time another update is, this time you might find a little bit of changes in the ISL trophy. This time there is no shield for the league winners. In a regular ISL season before this, the league winners used to get ISL shield, but this time the league winner will get ISL cup that the ISL champions used to get. So this time there will be a little bit of tweak in the trophy design. So obviously as of now we don't have any peak of the trophy. Hopefully we'll see in the presentation. And also the best part on 21st May will be, the officials of AIFF will be waiting with the ISL trophy, in the midway between VYBK and Kishore Bharati Kriyangan, because no one knows who will be the champion, whether it will be East Bengal or Mohun Bagan. Both the stadium, 6 km distance between VYBK and Kishore Bharati Kriyangan, and AIFF officials most likely to wait with the trophy in the midway. So after the final whistle, they will get to know whom they need to hand the trophy over to. So after that they will reach the stadium and hand over the trophy. So that is again bring us back those old I-League days. The I-League we have seen in the last day 3 to 4 matches starting at the same kick-off time, and we are all intrigued to know who will be the ultimate champion, who will get relegated from the league. This time Mohammedan already got relegated, but now we'll have to wait till 21st May to know who will be the ISL champions. Coming to Mohun Bagan, for Mohun Bagan also there are a few injury concerns. Obviously Jason Cummings, he will most likely to miss the Delhi game, because after scoring the goal, the equalizer, the very important equalizer against East Bengal, he suffered an injury, I think in his heel, so that's why he going to miss the Delhi game. But apart from Cummings, I don't see any other injury concern. But obviously the big miss will be Alberto Rodriguez in the back line. Alberto Rodriguez, because of 4 yellow card, he will be missed against Sporting Club Delhi. But Shomnath, what kind of challenges Mohun Bagan can expect against Delhi? Suppose East Bengal wins the game, Mohun Bagan need to win that game big, by big margin. Do you see any such chances for Mohun Bagan on 21st May?
Yeah, obviously, if you talk about hypothetical scenario, then everything is possible in football. But we can't rule out any equation.
Sure.
As of now. If East Bengal wins the Interkashi game by 1 goal, 2 goal, then Mohun Bagan will have to score 5. Already 6 goals plus 2 goals.
That will be history. I mean,
That
the historic result is East Bengal beating Mohammedan by 7-0.
Yes, absolutely. Obviously, I think Mohun Bagan had to break that ISL record, highest margin ISL record, to clinch the ISL title. It's very, very difficult. Obviously, every day we are not in a habit to see 7 goals, 8 goals in an ISL match. And Indian football, it may lack quality, but it is competitive to say the least. Many foreigners came here, played here. They said that Indian football is really competitive in terms of physical aspects. But obviously, Mohun Bagan, they still have a chance. If East Bengal drop points against Interkashi, then obviously Mohun Bagan just need a win to clinch the ISL title. I mean, that is a good scenario for Mohun Bagan. That is the most realistic scenario for Mohun Bagan. But obviously, Sporting Club Delhi, if you talk about this team, the new team in the ISL, not a new team but a new branded team in the ISL, they showed promise in the middle phase of the ISL, where they drew with Mumbai City FC at the Mumbai Football Arena. They managed to win a few matches against good opponents, but right now in the fag end of the ISL, they are not looking in their best form. Obviously, Interkashi, the team which is peaking at this time, I think Sporting Delhi would be slightly easier opponent for Mohun Bagan as compared to Interkashi, which will be a tougher opponent to East Bengal. But obviously, Mohun Bagan, it's not easy to score 8 goals in a single match against any opponent in the Indian Super League. But obviously, Mohun Bagan will give their best. They only have 4 foreign players, and Mohun Bagan has to rely on them. It's Jamie Macklin, Robson Robinho, Dean Petratos, and Tom Alder. Let's see what happens on 21st of May.
Absolutely, 21st May, the D-Day for Indian Super League. Let us know which stadium you will be heading to on 21st May, whether it's VIBK or KBK if you are in Kolkata, and if you are neutral fans from other state, then I would say that 21st May evening is sorted for you, because these are very rare moments you get to witness in Indian football. Mohun Bagan or East Bengal, who do you think will ultimately clinch the ISL silverware? Let us know in the comment section below, and stay tuned to Revsportz for more update from the Indian Super League. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video.